Now we'll start the fourth question in figure 3.58. So this is the figure for fourth question. Segment RS is a diameter. This RS is diameter because it is exactly passing through the center of a circle, that is O. Here the center of a circle is O. Point T, this point, lies in the exterior of the circle. Exterior means it is outside the circle. Then we have to prove that angle RTS, angle RTS, R T and S, this angle is acute angle. We have to prove that this is acute angle. And acute angle means the angle which is having the measure less than 90 degree. So we have to prove this angle as acute angle. So now we'll see how to prove it. Here I have taken the same figure. So O is the center of a circle. Segment RS is nothing but diameter of a circle, and point T is a point in the exterior of a circle. This is given to us, so same thing we will take with in our given. So given RS is diameter, point O is a center of a circle, and point T lies in the exterior of the circle. So here we have to prove it, therefore we will solve it like a theorem. That means all the step of the theorem we will take here. So first figure we have completed, then given. After given we will take two proof. Now we have taken two proofs, so we have to prove that angle RTS is an acute angle. Now before starting with the proof, we will do some small or the simple construction here. So we will see what is the construction we will do. So I have taken here figure, same figure. What I will do, I will draw a segment RT. So whenever we are drawing segment RT, it is intersecting the circle somewhere here. So draw segment RT which intersect the circle at point P. What I have taken? Draw segment RT which intersect the circle at point P, and then join segment TS and segment PS. Like this. What we have taken? So we will take our construction here, that draw segment RT and such that it is intersecting the circle at point P, and then draw segment TS and segment PS. Again I will repeat, draw segment RT which intersect the circle at point P, then join segment TS and segment PS. So now we will see our construction. So construction is, draw segment RT which intersect the circle at point P, join segment TS and segment PS. So same thing I have explained you in the figure. So we have completed our construction. Now we are going to start our proof. Now first of all I will explain you in the figure how to do the proof. What will be the steps of proof, then we will write the proof. See here, this RS is nothing but diameter. If this is diameter, that means this RS divide the circle in two equal parts. That means into semicircle. So this arc RS is nothing but semicircle. And we know that the measure of whole circle is 360. So measure of this semicircle will be nothing but 180 degree. So we have here the measure of this arc RS is equal to 180 degree. Now if we will concentrate on this angle RPS, this angle RPS, this angle is nothing but the angle inscribed at the circumference of a circle, and this is nothing but inscribed angle. An inscribed angle is having the measure equal to half of its intercepted arc. So intercepted arc is arc RS and angle is angle RPS. So this angle RPS will be nothing but half of this major arc RS. So RS is 180 degree, so it is nothing but 90 degree. Already I have explained you in the property that angle inscribed by the semicircle is right angle. By that property also we can take this angle RPS will be equal to 90 degree. Now we will see what are the steps of the solution or the proof. So our proof will start. Same thing we have taken here. Segment RS is a diameter of a circle and angle RPS is the angle inscribed by the semicircle, that is arc RS. Same thing I have explained here, that angle RPS is inscribed angle by semicircle, that is arc RS. Therefore angle RPS is nothing but 90 degree. It is angle inscribed by semicircle, and we have taken here equation number 1. Now we'll see again in figure. Now what I will do, I will draw here triangle PTS in separate. See here, I have taken this point P, this is point T, and this is point S. I am taking this triangle in separate so it will be easy to understand. Now whenever I will extend it, one of its side, and somewhere here point R is there. So one of the angle is outside the triangle, and the angle which is outside the triangle is nothing but exterior angle. And exterior angle theorem is the measure of the exterior angle is equal to sum of their remote interior angle. Remote interior angle means this is the triangle PTS. In this PTS we are having 3 angles. First of all, if I am giving, this is first angle, this is second angle, and this is third angle. I am giving the numbering here so it will be easy to understand. Now this is exterior angle. So with this exterior angle, first angle is making linear pair. So we will not take this angle. Other than this angle which is making linear pair, other 2 angles are also remain here. So the angle, that is second angle and third angle, which is not making the linear pair with the exterior angle. 2 angles of a triangle which is not making the linear pair with the exterior angle, that means angle 2 and angle 3 is not making linear pair, but angle number 1 is making linear pair. So we will not take the angle which is making linear pair. We will take the angle of a triangle which is not making linear pair. So second angle and third angle, these 2 angles which is not making the linear pair are called remote interior angle. It is called remote interior angle. And this angle which is outside the triangle is called exterior angle. So what is the property or the theorem? Already we have done it in 9th standard. Again I am explaining you. The measure of this exterior angle is equal to measure of this remote interior angle. That means addition of these 2 angle will be equal to this one. So if for example it is 40 degree and it is 50 degree, so addition of this 40 and 50 will become here 90. So whenever I will compare this exterior angle and one of its interior angle, always one of the interior angle will be less than this exterior angle. If 40 plus 50, we are getting here 90 degree. So 90 is greater than 40 and 90 is also greater than 50. That means this 40 is also smaller than this and this 50 is also smaller than this. The point I am trying to explaining you that one of the interior angle is always smaller than its exterior angle, because exterior angle is addition of 2 angle, and whenever we are comparing any one angle, interior angle, it will be always less than exterior angle. Now we will see the statement here. What we will take, which triangle we have taken here? Triangle PTS. So for triangle PTS, angle RPS is an exterior angle, and angle PTS, this angle is interior angle. So this angle will be always smaller than this RPS. 2 angle we have taken. First is angle RPS and second is angle PTS. PTS. This angle we can take. So PTS is interior, RPS is exterior. So always exterior angle is greater. That only we will try to write here. First of all, we will take that in triangle PTS, angle RPS is an exterior angle and PTS is one of the remote interior angle. That already I have explained you. So we can write that PTS is smaller than angle RPS, an exterior angle theorem. Now what we will do, this PTS we will take like that only, and then less than sign also like that. But angle RPS, we know here in equation number 1 it is 90 degree. So we'll substitute here 90 degree. So PTS is less than 90 degree. This 90 degree we have taken from equation number 1. Now we have got angle PTS. PTS is less than 90 degree. Any of the angle which is less than 90 degree is nothing but acute angle. So now we have got angle PTS is less than 90 degree. Now where is PTS? This angle PTS. This angle we have got less than 90 degree. But this angle PTS we can read as RTS, because these two angles, here we are starting with point P and here we are starting with point R, RTS, because RPT, all the 3 points are collinear, or we can say these two names are nothing but the different name of same angle, as we are calling it PTS or we are calling it RTS. Both are same because the measure is not changing, only the initial point we are changing. Here we are starting the angle with point P, so it is PTS. Here we are starting the angle with point R, so it is RTS, but the measure will be same. So whenever we are taking either PTS or RTS, it is nothing but same angle, and the reason will be different names of same angle. So in the place of PTS we can write RTS. So here in the place of this PTS I will take here angle RTS, which is again less than 90 degree. Reason I have taken different names of same angle. That means the same angle is there, but we are taking in different way. So whenever the angle is having the measure less than 90 degree, it is become acute angle. So angle RTS is an acute angle. So we have proved it, whichever we want to prove.